Okay guys, so it's been one of those nice busy weeks, but we had to get that pumpkin out. The pumpkin was basically creating an infestation in my garden. So let me show you guys what I did. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shamira Benson, one part of Team Benson, and I want to show you guys just a quick video of what I did to basically get control back over my garden, because I allowed a pumpkin to be in there a little bit too long and it created an infestation in my garden, like literally like aphids and powdery mildew everywhere. So I'm going to show you guys what I did, and maybe that can help you guys' garden as well. So let me show you the clips. Okay guys, so yeah, the garden is looking so beautiful though. Like, I am really excited about all of my herbs. I'm gonna start drying some of these, and I have some cucumbers I'm gonna be making pickles with, but this thing needs to go. Like, it needs to go. I'm gonna get this soil ready for something else, which that's what I'm gonna use the tarp for. And this might seem really dramatic, guys, but I don't deal with like bugs in my garden that much, so I don't like them. So I put on like my kitchen gloves because they're rubber and they go all the way up to my elbows, and I'm going to take this one out. Now for this one, normally I don't do this. Normally I don't cut the plant, like when it comes to my squash, because I have a fear of like those little vine borers, and it just allows things to get inside of them. And I've had it happen during the summer, but during the winter it is pretty chilly, so I'm not getting any like beetles or anything like that. So what I've just been doing is cutting off like the ones that are super infected. And I'm just doing that just to give a chance to grow more squash, because as you can see, my squash is really starting to come in, and it's not going to save the plant, but it's going to slow it down. So we're going to try that. All right, let me get this thing out. All right, guys, and now it is all gone. So, and even this one's trimmed up a lot. Now, I'm thoroughly grossed out, so I'm going to do what any girl that has studied a lot of science in college would do, and that is quarantine the area. So I'm going to rinse this down with water, like just water only. I don't want to ruin my soil by putting anything in it. And a lot of the insects aren't even like really alive. Like, you'll see a couple moving, but like if you really look at it, they're not really alive because it's cold. So I'm gonna rinse down this entire area, all of these plants, all of these. I'm gonna make sure I scoop my trees over so that then they don't get infected. And then I'm going to tarp this area. Now on this side, the only thing that's really been getting affected are these tomatoes, which I have been hosing down. So they're getting fewer and fewer aphids. And aphids don't really like tomatoes anyway, but I can decrease the population and get them down if I hose it down every day, because aphids, they come up with the ants, so the ants bring them up. But right now there's no ants, so if I knock them all down and just hose off the entire area, then everything will be fine. So everything over here is going to get a really good rinse, and then tomorrow we're gonna harvest that little guy so that then we can eat it. Okay guys, so it's been about 2 days, and I have now going to be removing the tarp, and as you can see, it is all looking a lot better, like a whole lot better here in the soil. There's no bugs, there's no situations going on. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start planting. Now I'm still going to be rinsing down these, and as you can see here on this tomato still has a little bit of aphids. They're not like really alive and moving, but they're there. And then this one is starting to look a lot better. It's mostly all gone off of this one. This one we're still trying to kind of let the ones that are growing in grow in, but the powdery mildew has really subsided a lot. This isn't actually powdery mildew, this is just the color of this plant. This is powdery mildew, like the little circles, not so much like the variations. So it's because it's a variegated plant. So we're gonna go ahead, get that off in our next video when we do a little harvest. And like I said, we're gonna continue to rinse down these plants, but they're getting a lot better, a lot better. So time to plant something new. What do you guys think I should plant here? I have a whole bed now that's just open. So guys, one of the hardest things when it comes to your garden is knowing when to take something out and to just make that decision that it's not worth leaving it in there anymore. Because you don't want to get rid of the thing that you have been working so hard on. And plants die. Sometimes you just plant them at the wrong time. Sometimes the conditions aren't great for it. Sometimes it's just not that year for it. And you have to be able to accept that. So when it comes to me with my garden, and normally I'm way more on top of things when it comes to having like an organic garden that you're not spraying things on, you really have to pay attention to what it is that's going on with your plants and if a plant is worth saving or if you should just let it go. So that pumpkin should have been let go a long time ago when I realized that it wasn't producing. That was my first sign that the weather was just not allowing it to produce. And then when it started to get powdery mildew, I knew it was going to be a downhill battle from there. So I should have just went ahead and taken it out instead of trying to get that one pumpkin. But we all make mistakes, and the important thing is to learn from the mistakes and keep your garden growing. So we're going to be growing something else in that spot. You guys let me know. Tell me what you think I should grow down in that spot, because now we have a really, really big area to grow extra stuff. Usually that's my brassica bed. So let me know what you think. All right, guys, until next time, grow yourselves a garden because even a small space can provide you with tons of food. Bye, guys.